I'm trying to figure out this assumption. Like, if there's two different things, how do you always go to the default to the lesser of the two?
I don't know. Maybe I just do.
Why don't you just believe in me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think we're going to have to bring Dr. Brian on the show.
Welcome to the Maverick Entrepreneur podcast, where business success meets personal purpose. Here we empower entrepreneurs to strike that perfect balance between massive growth and unwavering values. Dive deep into strategies, inspirations, and stories that ensure you set your foundation in faith and don't compromise your family on your ascent to the top.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Maverick Entrepreneur. With me is my beautiful bride.
I'm back.
She's back. And we always have fun topics we think we need to discuss.
Yeah.
And I know as we're coming into, rounding out 2024.
Wow. Where did that happen?
Rolling into 2025, we finished goal setting, and you and I have been talking about getting on the same page. I just preached on a little bit of expectation therapy. I thought it would be a great little podcast just to talk about how you and I manage and communicate, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how we can help people. I always feel like people go off the rails.
I thought there was only good, better, and best.
Good, better, best. That's the three options I always give. But it starts off, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. But you're right, I always give three options, which is there's good, there's better, and there's the best. You're right. But they may have never heard that language, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just figured we'd come on here. What are some healthy things that we do during the holidays to help navigate it, set us up right for the new year? And what are some strategies that we put in place that can really help people in this next season?
Tell me something you like that we do, and I'll tell you how we do it.
Well, I think a lot of people don't know anything about calendars.
Oh, yeah. You want to go that practical?
I want to go practical. I feel like I have these conversations with people, and they have all these expectations of one another, and yet they don't know how to communicate, and so people live stuck or frustrated.
Right.
So how do we help them?
We help them. We can help you a lot.
Well, just because we've been there a lot.
I don't want to sound like, I've said this 7,500 times, I feel like, on this podcast, but keeping your life in a rhythm and the flow and making sure the big rocks are in before you start planning all the little things, and being able to say the word no is very important during busy seasons.
You remind me a lot.
Yeah, so we had a perfect example this week of that. We can give you one
already?
of our... Was a good, better, best, I don't know. It might have been good, bad, ugly conversation. I would rate it between... If it goes ugly, bad, good, better, best, I would say it was either bad to good, somewhere in between there.
Really? What was it?
But he said yes to doing a commitment that someone else had planned for him.
Oh,
somehow. I don't know how, because I'm willing to forgive and forget how this actually happened. But it came to me via somebody else that he had made a commitment on a family night that was for work. And, I'm willing to be flexible at times. However, in seasons, I'm more aware that in seasons like this, I'm more aware that we have a lot of yeses going out. So before I give another yes, it has to be very calculated. And I don't want to sound like a control freak, but this is how people tailspin into all the commitments, and they get overwhelmed and sick during busy seasons. And so I want to be very careful. And the reason is that I wanted him to talk about this commitment with me is because the following Tuesday for family night, I had already given a yes for him to be away for family night. So without him having the context of our full calendar, those two yeses would equal 2 family nights out. And then also we're gone this weekend from the kids at a wedding. So we're actually out of town. So there's a few other factors in there to not be able to
we have core values set up. So if our core values is our family and our kids, and we want to be in their life, if we give up a weekend, then we got to make that up somewhere. And then if we give up a family night, where's our makeup? So, you're just running out of options during a busy season to make things up. And so you just got to say no to some things if you want to do it. And it worked out because at the end of the day, you said I could go.
Yeah.
But I didn't go.
Yeah. So
it all worked out.
It ended up working out. And the biggest pulse that you can keep within your family is listening to your kids. And so I know if I'm picking up my kids from school and their first question is, what time will dad be home? I just know that they need some extra time, or it's not like they don't have to go spend a whole day with dad, but if they can get an hour at night or get in a couple Chinese checkers games or just some outside boy time for an hour or whatever here and there, I know that's going to fill their tank. So I'm just listening for those cues. And then when someone's asking something of us, I know those cues are in the back of my head so that I know what is really important in that time to make the right decision.
I just read this interesting kind of thing about kids and their kind of cries for more attention and more time is with, and you can tell me which one this is, that they're always making excuses why they don't want to go to bed. Hey, I need my electrolytes. Hey, I need an apple. Hey, I need a...
That's our 6-year-old.
That's our 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And it means, literally, they broke this down talking about how... that's just a cry for kids that just want to spend more time and just be more connected. They're looking for connection.
Yeah.
And so I love that because I want to be connected to my kids. And if I got to take these clues up and kind of figure out, and listen, just like you listen to what they say when you pick a school, he works this over every night.
I know. It's hilarious.
And I love it.
Yeah. You are great You always find time to connect with your kids really well, even to the point where Monday was a holiday and you were like, I wish I could stay home with the kids because they're off school today. So I know.
You only have a short time, and they're all having birthdays and it's like flying. My daughter's going to be a teenager next year.
Yes.
So it's like you got to do what you can with what you can work with. And work is always going to demand, especially you dads out there, work is always going to demand. So when I talk to dads, I go, what's your pushback? Or did you just keep saying yes, keep saying yes? You got to be able to push back at work. It's like I left early from work on Monday.
You did?
Yeah. I said, screw it. I'm going home. I'm going to see my kids. Enough is enough. It's like, how much money do we really need? We can figure that out another way. But our extra grind, I know too many kids that don't have parents right now.
Yeah.
And it's because they don't know how to, I think dads especially, they just get absorbed into work, and we just got to figure out how to rage against the machine.
Yeah. Another great conversation we've been having lately.
Oh, great. Here we go.
I think what I would rate it in the good. I think we're still in the good.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully it doesn't go bad or ugly.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't think we've really fully resolved at this point yet.
Really?
Yeah. So my husband and I, for about a year now, so I'm fully on the same page about starting another business. And I can't go into all the details of what that is, but what that looks like. And so, he made a comment last week and he said, well, I have these 4 hours. What am I doing on this day in these 4 hours? I can totally do it in these 4 hours. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if there's a blind spot there or something, but I'm like, I could think of a lot of things for you to do in those 4 hours. So
You could?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Give me a couple things. Let me take notes real quick.
No, we can talk about that offline.
No, I listen, I'm right here. I mean, this could be like a fireside chat. Like, you're telling me there's not things that I could do. I got my notes.
So you can take care of your personal health better.
Oh, fudge.
You can take up golf, which you've been trying and wanting to take up golf. Because if you keep drive and not make the time for yourself, like you've always wanted to, because I've picked up the cues from you saying, I want to do these things, and then you put something else in that slot. I know you're putting away your own desires.
Okay.
And what else could you do?
You really want me to play golf? I feel like if I play golf, you won't love that.
Okay, well, I'm just throwing things out there. And also, there's a lot of things when you live on a big property. There's a lot of things that need to be taken care of a lot of times. And when you're going to go into developing property, that's going to take a lot of time and energy.
That's true.
So there's just a lot of plate spinning. So do I want the other business to happen? Yes. But I think our current place where we're halted right now is just figuring out where the time would come from, because something has to give. Yeah. Whereas my husband thinks time just appears magically all the time. And I have to really...
I do compress time though.
You do. You're really good at doing 75 things at once.
Yeah, I was going to say, I compress time. It's like I can knock stuff out that's trivial for most people pretty quickly. So, I got some other ideas. You know, it's like you leverage other people that are good. Like, that's why goal setting, I think, is so important. And we're getting on the same page, and we got to finish that goal setting. And my thing is, don't go into the next year without setting up your goals. You know, find a way. You know, it's just not about a goal setting book. It's a philosophy of life. And most people think you write down a goal and you're just going to do these goals, but it's a philosophy of life. And if you've never attended my goal setting, then you need to get my media card and figure that out, because I taught board of director stuff I've never taught before. I taught a lot of principles this year to help people.
They can get the media card.
They got to get the media card.
They need to.
I mean, you get the book. You can go to Amazon.
There's a link below. What do you know?
There is? I never say that.
Media card.
I never say there's a link below, because I've never seen a link below.
Oh, well, this time there's going to be one because
Really?
I said
Listen.
it.
If there's a link below, it's because of you, not because of me. I just say there's a link somewhere. Go find it. It's like CSI.
Great.
Yeah. Don't quit. Don't quit till you find it. But my whole point in that is learn the strategies of successful people. You know, it's like too many times we'll go into the new year and they set health goals, which is all well and good, but we know by February those goals are gone.
Yeah.
So I think that it's more important to set family goals, business goals, life goals, go after a reward, see some things that you really want to chase. I can't tell you how many people don't even know how to do that, but, you know, we even have to tighten up the ship, you know, coming in the next couple of weeks, just because with the holidays, I don't want to start after the new year. I want to start now so we can game storm, we can build momentum, set our life up. Like right now, I'll say some of the most important things for all you entrepreneurs out there is put your vacation in first. You know, what are some things that we've been talking about?
Yeah, we've been talking about a lot.
Yeah.
But our kids are having spring break, and we're talking about what we want to do on
Going
that
on
week.
a cruise.
We want to go
Mexico.
We want to do exciting things. I'm trying to find a time slot for take our team away. So we set goals in his practice, and then when the team hits the goals, we go to Cabo. So we're trying to find a date for that. Lots of fun things.
But always book in those things that get you excited. If your vacation now isn't on the book, I don't care if it's next week.
I knew I was in trouble when I tried to find a date for Cabo, and it made me stressed. I'm like, I'm too busy. I should be excited about Cabo.
Yeah, we better get that in the books today.
Yeah.
No, because if you don't have things to look forward to, you will never hit those things. And I have so many people, I go, when's your next vacation? They're like, I'm not really sure. Q4?
Let's teach them a little bit about vacation too.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I understand when you think about vacation, you think of money and you think of time, and it could be, if you're an entrepreneur, that could feel stressful. But what we've done in those seasons when we can't take a proper vacation, because there's definitely been those seasons, we'll just do 1 or 2 nights, really quick getaways.
Totally.
And frequently. So there were times where, like one year, I think we went to Vegas and did a one night, like 5 times. And
5 times. We did that all the time.
we did it we did it all the time. We'll go out to our river
What's
house
that
for
app
one
that
night.
we can help them with hotels? It's like Hotels Tonight.
There is that one. I'm not sure if that's as good anymore, but
Really?
it could be.
Well, Hotels
So,
Tonight, like it
You
will,
can get it like at the last minute for a discount.
last minute for a major discount. So if we see that and we have to, we'll jump on a plane to Vegas. Spend one night in Vegas is not that much money.
Yes.
And it's just like a reset, refresh.
So in the first quarter, we have a lot of commitments that I'm gonna be sharing with my husband about, and he's gonna have
Already?
maybe a glass of wine while I share it with him.
Really? Already?
But that's why we also have a one night away in Vegas. Oh. So we already have one booked in the first quarter because of how many other things we have going on.
That many?
But my whole point in saying that is, if you cannot
Killing
wrap your
me,
head
Holmes.
around a big vacation, put in some one-nighters or
We're not giving up spring break, though.
No, absolutely
So
not.
we have spring break that we're definitely going to do something.
Yeah, that's not till April.
But we have a ski trip in there somewhere, right? So we have a week-long ski trip in December.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
December.
So we have a week-long ski trip. Then we have spring break. Then we have lots of little mini jumps. And then our big one is Lake Powell for 2 weeks.
Right.
So we got our big rocks in.
We got our big rocks in, and that's the point I want to make, is the things that are important to you, put those in first so that the little yeses don't steal your real purpose.
Yeah, staycation. I don't care if you go out. Like, we don't even care for, we were going to do this huge F1 trip for my birthday, and I was like, it was too much for me. I know you were excited. But what did I tell you?
I don't know. I ignored whatever you said because I was so sad.
I was so sad. You're probably just sad you're missing Drew Green.
That too.
Yeah, but we're just going to go with family and make a night of it and have fun. I know you're not as stoked as that.
Vegas, VIP, amazing F1 country concert, amazing dinner, desert, trailer, little space with all my kids.
Okay. All right. Now that you put it that way.
Sounds amazing.
Sounds
but it's your
amazing.
birthday, so it's all about
I know.
you.
I don't know. Subconsciously, well, I mean, we still have the tickets.
Okay. Well, we can also talk about that offline.
I like online. Let's go. Like, I'm spontaneous. I just like fun, and if it's a lot of work, a lot of energy, I'm not into it. So, but I will tell you that who you do life with matters.
Yes.
That expectation thing I just preached on matters.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of people that just have expectations of other people that have never talked about it.
Yeah. There was a really cool God story today
Really?
about all that time you spent with the guy who was washing your car the other day.
Really?
Yeah. So you were working out, talking to him about expectation therapy.
Yeah.
And then
I was working my sermon out.
His wife's been praying for him to be all in coming to church for the past 3 years. She's been in our church for 4 years. He left offended after 6 months, and he's trickled back. But now wants to go all in and sign up and do PFA after you talk to him
Wow.
while he was detailing your car.
Wow. See, you never know the things you say. I was working my sermon out.
Yeah, I know. And I was wondering, why is he out there? I have a lot of things I need him to do.
Well, see, you got a little God story out of it.
Yeah.
I think expectation, mostly with friends. Ooh, I just knocked that mic. Mostly with friends. I remember one of my buddies was butthurt with another buddy of mine. And I said, why are you so tweaked? And he said, well, this is my expectation.
And you said, did you tell him that?
I said, you tell him that? And he goes, no. Wouldn't he know that? How would he know that? You guys are raised completely different. Yeah. I wouldn't even know that. You telling me, I'm telling you, no one would know that. So you have an expectation how he's going to raise his boy, and you're frustrated, but you've never told him you're frustrated or you think he's raising his boy wrong. So why don't you just tell him? And so he said, okay, fine, I will. He told him. My buddy's like, oh, that makes total sense. And they worked it out in a 5-minute conversation. But this guy was really getting tweaked, thinking, I don't know if I can be friends with this person any longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
that's how most people just operate. Lack of communication.
Listen, if I have friends like that, I mean, I'd rather not have friends.
But you do have friends like that because everyone's human and we're all
we
on
need
a
to work
journey.
this is why this podcast is so important, because they need to watch it. My friends better be watching this podcast. That's all I'm saying. And then what they should do is be sending this to somebody else. When you hear a good nugget and you keep it for yourself, that good nugget is only going to help you so much. But if you get your whole circle of people getting good nuggets, you all vibe together and level up your life. It's amazing. If you look at Hispanic culture, when Hispanics find a good thing, they want everyone in their family to know about it and be a part of it. If you get like my Hispanic patients, they'll send referrals like crazy because I just let our next guest speaker in. They will go crazy and refer everybody. But if they don't, here's the thing. You send white people are the worst. They don't know how to refer to anybody. They get something, the mentality is, I just got something good, I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't want anyone to know. It's really a culturally thing. I think it's race driven. Hispanics, anybody family culture, Italians same way, Hispanic same way. Family culture is all about getting everyone that good thing. If it's not that way, I'm pretty family oriented, but not all my friends have that family orientation. They get a good thing, they keep it to themselves. It's like Schmeagol.
Wow.
Schmeagol. It's a true thing. In business, I watch it all the time. If you tell me, if I had to go, in the restaurant business, I was like, hey, man, I'd rather give away a sandwich to that Hispanic family, and if they love it, they're going to tell everyone they know. I give it to one of my white friends, he's going to say thank you. Oh, man, I don't want to tell anybody. I might not get a free sandwich again. It's a mentality.
I kind of do that.
You do that. See? My point exactly. Don't be so white.
Okay, I'll try.
Just think about other people.
Yeah.
Family culture, it's a cultural thing. And so in business, it's a thing. Like, you look at our Italian friends. Dude, they include everyone. When you invite one Italian, that means 8 are coming.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a fun thing.
Spreads like wildfire.
Greek are the same way. Watch that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Just having Jay John here, he's contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love that stuff. So anyways, I don't know, babe. I think there's a way that we could help our friends in the expectation world.
Yeah.
I mean, even with you, I ask you all the time, you don't always love it. I'll be like, how am I supposed to know that? Like the other day, you expected something. I said, how am I supposed to know that? What'd you say?
You're just supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's my whole point. It's like, you know, we were joking. I was joking around last night, but my wife, I think when she married me, she thought I could fix anything. That was her reality. My reality is I can look anything up on YouTube. And the middle ground is, that's why 2 of my faucets are still leaking, and she's not happy with me. YouTube doesn't have every fix. And that's my reality. I thought it did. Your reality is I can fix everything, and it's somewhere the truth is in the middle, but I can't fix it.
Oh, man.
So now I'm going to have to figure that out. But the expectation is, why are my sinks still leaking?
I'm wondering the same thing.
I know. I know, but with that, it's just saying, like, man, we got to get to the point of fixing it.
Yes.
And I can't do it. It's like you're mad at me for a cord sticking out of your Tesla right now.
Yeah.
And if I could fix it, I would.
I expected you not to take things that are mine from my car.
Yeah, see? So we're working through a lot of expectation therapy right now. But my whole point is, I was wondering why you texted me, where's my cord, when you knew where the cord was.
I didn't know because I wasn't home, but then when I got home, I saw it.
Yeah.
And then I was upset because it's still stuck.
Yeah, I know, but you were almost making it sound like I was leaving it there on purpose.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Why would I leave a cord on the ground on purpose? You don't think it must be stuck?
Maybe you forgot about it.
Why would I forget about a cord stuck out of a Tesla?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Oh, gosh. All I know is this. When you said that to me, I'm thinking to myself, does she think I'm lazy and just leaving a cord sticking out of a car on purpose?
Maybe.
Really?
I don't know.
You would think that?
Maybe.
Really?
I would think a lot of things, but
I know, but
I never said that.
I know, but you inferred that. So I was just wondering, you really think I would just leave a cord there?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I want to talk about it.
Maybe you would.
Why would I?
Maybe you forgot. Maybe you were like, oh, well. Maybe you were like, I didn't have time to get it. Maybe you got distracted.
So what you're saying is you're telling yourself lots of stories about why there's a cord.
Yeah.
Instead of just asking me, why is the cord there?
Why is the cord there?
Because it's stuck in the Tesla and it won't unlock.
And who did that?
Not me. It wasn't me that did that. Okay. Otherwise, guess what? So they're going to have to come figure that out, but it will not come out no matter what because the battery's dead. Do you forgive me? Mm-hmm. But I need you to know I'm not leaving it in there on purpose. I feel like we had to work that out because there's so many times I think wives, we might think, or I might think you do, but I don't assume negative like that. I'm trying to figure out this assumption. Like if there's 2 different things, how do you always go to the default to the lesser of the 2?
I don't know. Maybe I just do.
Why don't you just believe in me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think we're going to have to bring Dr. Brian on the show.
No, we don't need Dr. Brian. We can figure this out. I just want to know because I feel like there's some stuff that we could just talk about. And if we changed our expectation, we could work through and save $300 an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
But why is your default thinking always the negative instead of my default's always thinking the positive?
I don't know.
Okay, can we work that out?
Yeah.
But if I bring it up, does that make you mad?
No.
It doesn't? Okay. Okay, so I can bring up anything.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get mad?
No.
Okay. So, because we're saying this live right now.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
so I'm going to work through some scenarios. Maybe we'll do an episode of
all right now?
No, well, I mean, I can't think of anything offhand that I'd want to bring up. No, but I'm going to take notes, and I want to do an episode that's being filmed with all my questions of things going on that are bothering me.
That's nice.
Would you want to do that?
Yeah, why not?
Is there anything bothering you want to talk about right now?
The cord stuck that's mine that you took?
Yeah, but I'm getting that fixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I gave that guy till tomorrow to get it figured out. Otherwise, he's not going to like my solution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Currently, everything else is good.
Yeah? It really?
You can ask me in an hour. That might change.
Okay, but you have no beef with me right now?
No.
You have nothing like on your mind that you want to think why I do certain things?
Oh, yeah. Like you just got to pick up your clothes and stuff around the house?
Well, first of all, around the house is a very big statement. Do you mean in our room on our massage table?
I mean, in our room, in our kitchen.
Babe, I'll come in and leave a jacket over a chair, and you take it pretty extreme.
Yeah.
That's not extreme.
That's my expectation.
If
your expectation is the kids need to pick up their things, then the expectation for yourself should be the same.
So what if I come home from work and I take off my jacket and I just put it over the chair while I eat dinner?
Yeah, that's perfect. And then when you get up to go to bed, you pick your thing up and you put it where it belongs, and then you go to bed.
Okay, so you're saying as long as you don't wake up the next morning and see it, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great expectation.
Absolutely.
I'm going to fix that today.
Yep.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
Not particularly. That's good.
All right.
That's going to bring peace to my life.
That's going to bring peace to your life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, done. That helped me. I have an expectation.
Oh, were you waiting for me to ask you if you had any? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any expectations of me?
Yeah. I want you to plan one date night in a month. Oh. I'll plan 3, you plan 1.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You want the first one of the month or the last one?
Well, I planned our last one.
No, you didn't. Date night.
Uh-huh. I planned the comedy show.
What comedy show?
At the winery.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
That wasn't our last date night, though.
What was the other one?
We just went to dinner last week.
Oh, okay. Did you plan that?
Yeah, of course. I plan most of them except that once a year one.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you just plan 1 a month and we're good.
Okay.
Okay, good. All right.
I already have December's planned.
You do?
Yeah.
I have January's planned.
Great. I have February's planned.
Amazing. Okay, see, this is how you deal with expectation there. I feel better already.
Good.
So you're saying you have nothing else you want to clear the air on? Mm-mm. Good. I think we're done with this counseling session, and we just saved $300.
Okay, great.
Okay. That's how easy it can be, people. I hope this helps somebody because so many people get wound up and they just don't talk to their wives.
So it's because of an expectation.
It is because of an expectation.
Yeah, so if I already asked or said 3 different times that you need to pick up your clothes, but you didn't, what's a different way to say it so that you know it's an expectation that's not being met?
This is one of the greatest things. I'm so glad you said that. Hey, babe, I've noticed that I asked you yesterday to pick up the clothes. I just want to know what's going on in your world. Are you overwhelmed? Is there any way I can help you?
So I have to ask more questions?
You have to have more questions, which is no problem for you because your nickname's 21 Questions.
Okay.
So it's just asking better questions.
Okay.
The whole, why are your clothes still here? And you say it with a snarky attitude, doesn't want me to get up and pick them up.
I know you don't want to.
Yeah, I know, but there's got to be a reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know what my reason was?
Sure.
Well, some of them I knew I was going to wear the next day. Some of them I didn't know where to put. I didn't have hangers, and I had lots of excuses. And the truth is, I was tired, and I liked all the options that were laid out on that table, and I figured by the end of the week I'd wear them all. And so they'd all end up in the dirty clothes by the end of the week is what I think my rationale was.
That's awesome.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a good story.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
I did hang 3 jackets up, by the way, this morning.
Good job.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
I felt victory.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Anything else?
I think we've helped a lot of people today.
Okay. Good. I hope that their expectations were met.
If not, they don't have to watch another one.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's funny. We always have something funny to say.
Maybe like.
But listen, if we could save them money and talk about real things that matter, this is why they need it.
Yeah, honestly.
Good.
Communication is probably one of the biggest people have hangups with.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm glad I married someone with a sense of humor, so thank you for laughing at my jokes, even if they're bad, and being able to handle all my shenanigans, even bus driving.
Yeah.
But if anyone's a better bus driver, it's you.
I can handle a lot.
You can.
Yeah.
You were born for this. Well, listen, that concludes. Hopefully this helps someone out there watching. I have no idea. But it's always good to bring my wife on the show because she has wisdom, discernment, and grace. She can help you. So take this advice, practice it at home, have conversations, set up the big rocks, get your goals set, and have an epic 2025. So God bless you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Maverick Entrepreneur.